Hey guys, what's going on? It's Big Kid Crypto here. Hope you're all having a great Friday so far and ready for the weekend. Today I'm going to do a little update with just where I am with my core number compounding strategy alongside the crypto.com app and of course the debit Visa card, as well as some other updates along the way as well. So I'm going to try and make this video relatively short. Before we get started, the usual disclaimer applies, guys. Please read it and understand it. The cryptocurrency space is of course volatile, so with any kind of volatility there is always going to be a sense of risk, meaning none of this is financial advice, just my own personal thoughts, opinions and experiences. So moving on, we are talking about the core number compounding strategy, which is of course developed by Oracle himself and the living hype himself, right? Nobody uses this strategy amazingly well, as well as my other buddies like Crypto Dice, etc. And it's a very, very good strategy. As you can see here, I am on the crypto.com app right now. I've gone to my accounts and I'm going to click crypto wallet. And I think you've all hopefully understood the concept of core number compounding. I will discuss it again very briefly in case this is the first time you are watching this video, and I'll talk you through how I'm basically tackling the strategy. So as you can see here, I have 3 crypto currencies that I have available to myself, which is the CRO, which we're going to ignore, guys. The only reason I have CRO here is because you need to stake an amount of CRO, just have access to the MCO Visa card, which is down here, as you can see. And with that Visa card, guys, that's where I do all of my day-to-day spending. And when my wife goes out shopping and when we go out for the supermarket stuff or utility bills, whatever, it goes through that. And that is why I use the crypto.com app for core number compounding. Now, of course, core number compounding can be done on any exchange where you have the ability to buy and sell Bitcoin and Ethereum. And, you know, a place that I did used to use it and I know is very good as well is, of course, Coinbase Pro because of the minimal fees. Now, core number compounding is essentially having a core number, okay, in place. For me, as you can see, it is £20,000. Okay, so £10,000 in Bitcoin and £10,000 in Ethereum. And I use that core number as my anchorage point. Okay, and what do I mean by the anchorage point? Anytime that Bitcoin and Ethereum, because they usually tend to move up together sometimes, okay, sometimes they do get decoupled, and that's why we like to have a spread of 2 cryptocurrencies. Don't just use just Bitcoin or just Ethereum, because we are playing with the volatility here, guys. You do want to use 2. And when I get around, the way I work it now and the way I am using the strategy is every time I see about $100 over with Bitcoin or Ethereum, I will shave off the top, meaning I will sell a proportionate amount of Bitcoin or a proportionate amount of Ethereum into my fiat wallet every time it goes over. So for example, here we've got 1041. If this was to be 10,100, then I would sell £100 worth of Bitcoin and that would go into my fiat wallet. Okay, same thing with Ethereum. However, if it goes under, now it's where it goes under where I use my 4 to 5% rule, which I did do this morning. I'm going to show you an example of that. When it goes down around $350, $400 or so, okay, there or thereabouts, depending on where the market is, I will then buy back in, which is essentially buying back in at a discount. Okay, so I'm buying more Ether or I'm buying more Satoshis at that extra discount. So when eventually it does go back over again, because we know that's what these charts do, right? Then I'll be selling again in at a profit. Now, do bear in mind, guys, this strategy works best, of course, in a bull run. And it can work, of course, well in a sideways market. But when we start to hit a bear market, then a rethink of the strategy does need to be made and a change in the strategy. However, we're not there right now, so we're not going to be talking about it. So let me just give you guys an example here. If I'm to click Fiat Wallet here, we can see the transactions that I did recently. You can see with Ethereum right there, it had gone over my £100 mark and I was able to shave £100 off of my core number of Ethereum and send it to my Fiat wallet, okay, which is what topped this number back up. However, earlier on, as you can see, I bought about £300 of BTC and about £350 worth of ETH, because that is obviously about £650 altogether. And remember, I'm using a kind of combined core number of 20,000 here. So I was happy to buy back in around that £600 to £650 mark of BTC and ETH at that discount, as I just said, right? So that is what you're basically doing, guys. You're basically buying at a discount, okay, using the anchorage point, and you're selling at a profit. or as nobody actually said really well yesterday in his video, you're selling into the pump, okay, and you're buying back in when it's cheaper. Now, as you can see here, yesterday all I was doing was shaving off, and Wednesday as well, and of course I bought some. And that's how this strategy works, guys. Now again, I've had a couple of you guys question me and ask, well, you know, I'm not going to see any big movements. If you're only doing, let's say, $100 in Bitcoin, $100 in Ethereum, it's going to take you a very long time to see, you know, advantages, right, and gains out of this strategy. Obviously, the more you do have, the more of a difference you're going to see in your wallet balance. Now, at some point yesterday, I think this fiat wallet was around 3,400, 3,500. Of course, I've bought back in this morning, and that's taken it down to 3,000. But it doesn't bother me at all in the slightest, because when this does go up, and of course, as you just saw, I did shave off Ethereum not too long ago. When this does go over, I'm going to be selling back in at a profit. And over time, guys, when I start to see my Visa card deplete, usually around the £200 mark, then I top it back up again through my fiat wallet. And that's how this strategy works. It can sound quite complicated, but it's actually quite simple. My core number is 20,000, okay? 10,000 in each, 10k in Bitcoin, 10k in Ethereum. Anytime I see around £100 over, okay, the top of my core numbers, right, so 10.1 and 10.1, then I will sell. I will shave off the top because I'm selling into that pump bit by bit. But every time I see that 4-ish percent, 4 to 5% drop in price, okay, and it goes down like we have seen yesterday, then I'll buy back in at that discount. So it's quite simple. And again, you know, many people compare it to buy low, sell high. It isn't really that. Okay, to a certain degree it is. However, when you're buying low and selling high, just using that strategy in mind, then, well, you might as well try and become a psychic, okay, because you don't know where the bottoms are going to be and you don't know where the tops are going to be. This way, this strategy is perfect because you have an anchorage point. You have a core number that you can stick to and you can follow. Okay, and as long as you follow the rules and you follow the strategy, well, then you will profit out of this strategy. It is a longer term, low risk strategy doing this. Okay, you know, no different than hodling in a way. Now, again, I think I can't remember, about a couple of weeks back, I had someone say, well, no, I'll just rather hold on to my Bitcoin, thanks. Well, you can, okay, you can just sit there and hodl all you like. For me, I am full-time crypto, and my crypto supports my lifestyle, okay, mine and my family's lifestyle. So this is what is paying my day-to-day bills, like I said earlier on, my shopping, my utility bills, everything else. So, you know, this is a great way of doing that and being able to drip feed you a nice other passive income earner. Okay, so that's core number compounding, guys. There's not really much more I'm going to really say about the strategy. I have talked about it before in the past, and I have now created a playlist just for core number compounding. Okay, generally the latest video is going to be the most up to date because sometimes I do tweak things here and there. And yeah, you know, it is a great strategy. It has proved very, very profitable already so far. I mean, in this month I've already made over 5% return on this or something like that. I don't know. I'll do proper calculations for you guys later on. This is just cigarette packet calculations at the moment off the top of my head. But yeah, you know, that's core number compounding, guys. And you know, of course, you know, I do use this on the crypto.com app because I find it just the most convenient for me. Like I said, it is feeding my MCO Visa card, which is my day-to-day spending now. That's why I use it here, but you can use other exchanges like Coinbase Pro or even Coinbase. Just be a bit careful with Coinbase because their fees are quite high unless you're using Pro, of course. What else can we talk about? I mean, if we're going to talk about crypto.com, I did do a video on it last time. In fact, I'll link that in the top right corner of your screen here in case you didn't see it or catch it. And the news is really that the staking requirements are going to increase from the 2nd of November, guys. So if you are interested in getting crypto.com card right now before the 2nd of November, you'll be paying, for example, for this card, which is the card that I've got, 10,000 CRO, which last time I checked, I think it was about 10 cents CRO. Let me just check. Oh, it's even less now. Okay, so it's actually a very, very good time to buy in or even upgrade. I'm still on the fence. I might upgrade to this because if I did upgrade to this, it would be 100,000 CRO as opposed to 250,000 CRO, which will start from the 2nd of November. So I'm still debating it. But yeah, if you are looking to upgrade, or if you're just looking to get the card, now is the time to do it. Also, guys, of course, if you do use my link down below for the crypto.com card and app, you will receive $50 and I will receive $50. Okay, so we both gain out of that, which is amazing. Always great to see little perks like that. However, that is also going to be changing. Okay, you know, from the start of November, and it's going to change to $25 each as opposed to 50. So if you want to take advantage of the lower staking requirements as well as the increased bonus, okay, so $50 for free, then use the link now before the start of November. But other than that, guys, there's nothing else I'm going to really say about it. Everything else is working as it should. This is just a very, very quick update on the core number compounding strategy. If you've got any questions, do throw them below. Don't forget to check out my Telegram and of course my link tree for all of my current links. And well, hope you all have a great weekend. Cheers.